Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a super fast tutorial on how to make a vase in Blender. So let's just jump right into it. Now first things first, you're going to notice that I don't have anything on my scene, and in order to clear out everything on your scene, all you need to do is hit a couple times until everything's selected, then hit X and delete. So now that your scene is empty, we're going to hit 1 on the number pad to bring it into front view, and we're going to hit 5 on the number pad to bring it into orthographic view. Now we're going to hit Shift A, and under the curve section, we're just going to select a Bezier curve. Now it gives you this flat little line. We're going to rotate that by hitting R, and then we're going to hit X to rotate it about the x-axis, and then hit 90 to rotate it 90 degrees, and enter. Now we're going to hit R to rotate it again, hit Y to rotate it around the y-axis, and hit 90 degrees again, and enter. Now over here, there's a little icon of a wrench. We're going to go over to that to go into our modifier menu, hit add modifier, and we are going to select screw. Now the screw modifier, basically what it does is every certain amount of degrees it's going to copy whatever you have on it. Right now it looks pretty awful, but that's just because it's rotating it around in the wrong direction. We're going to want to change that under this little axis menu to X, and if you notice, it still doesn't look great, but that's what we want. So 1 on the number pad, make sure we're looking at it from the front. We're going to hit Tab to go into edit mode. Now, if you notice, all of this stuff doesn't look like how a normal mesh looks. That is what we call a curve. Now curves are different from normal meshes in that they don't use vertices in the same way. Actually what they do is they take different points and use math to graph out in between the points instead of using straight lines, which is normally what Blender uses. So right off the bat, we have these couple of dots with these big red lines coming out of it. The dots in the middle of the lines are where the curve goes. So if you just hit right click and drag that out, it changes the shape of it and how wide your vase is. And if we select all these red dots out the side, hit right click and move it around, that will change how the curve is shaped and rotated. So move that to pretty much however you want, and in order to model the bottom of our vase, we're going to select one of the red vertices and drag it until it is sideways, making the bottom of our vase. Now, we just want to do that to make sure it's sort of flat on the bottom, so if the vase were real, it would be able to stand up. Now, we're going to select the middle of this one right here. We're going to hit E to extrude it. That'll basically just copy another one of the little dots, a little origin for our curve, and move it around to wherever you want. Change the rotation of it. To something that you like. That looks fine. Extrude it out again. Oh, okay. And there we go. That was a pretty quick and easy. Now that we have our vase the way we want it to be shaped, we're going to hit we are going to hit Alt C and then go convert from curve meta sur text. And basically what that'll do once we hit it is now, instead of having math just like a curve around one side of our vase, it makes it so that we actually have a 3D model to work with instead of that weird other stuff. And now that's pretty much it. Congratulations, you have a vase. If you want to make it look a little smoother, you can go add modifier, subdivision surface, crank that level up. Basically what that just does is, if I hit Z, you can see more clearly, it takes one flat face and it divides it up into 4 and calculates what it will look like if it were smooth. So you can crank that up a couple times and hit apply. Oh. And there we go. Lovely.